the pharmacist Ogungbe, for reminding us and sharing with us, from your knowledge. I know that I've been asked to share one or two things. When I became associated with the RIDA range of products, I used to get questions. How come you, a medical doctor, is promoting, this? And what I tell them is, during one of my postgraduate trainings, I learned in detail about the free radical theory and antioxidants, and that positioned me to be able to even try. I say even try because you have to try before you can even experience, and as doctor was sharing about the different causes of hormonal imbalance, what was just ringing in my head is, what's the root? What's the root? Oxidative stress has been found to be at the root of many chronic health conditions. Okay, hormonal imbalance, thyroid issues, so many issues at the very root. I've been doing a lot of searches, a lot of research on oxidative stress and different health conditions, and you find that most chronic health conditions have a component of oxidative stress. And this is one of the reasons why the RIDA range is so amazing. Now, Restore, if you look at the ingredients and you really go into them, you will see that virtually all of them have antioxidant properties. So even when there are other issues going on, making a woman infertile, making a woman have this and that, at the root of it, there's some oxidative stress. And that is why the RIDA Restore, along with the other RIDA products, are very, very helpful. From menarche to menopause, women experience hormonal imbalance, health issues relating to the fact that they are women. So like somebody was talking about menstrual cramps. I was one of those that one day in the month, I'm not going anywhere, Well, fortunately, unfortunately, by the time I came across this, I'd left that sphere, I didn't have those, but there are many, we've had so many testimonials. I know that at the beginning, I suggested that let's curate these testimonials. And, just like Dr. Toto just said, I'm interested and I'm already thinking about how we're going to do some documentation, proper documentation because there's just so many cases, so many things that as doctors, I know Dr. Onifade is here, there was a day we were talking and we were saying that if we were not part of this organization, we will be thinking they are lying. And that's what the RIDA range of products is. So we're going to document. I also have a theory that I know that there are a number of families, couples that have infertility and the cause cannot be found, unexplained infertility. And I have this theory that the answer for those couples is the RIDA range and the RIDA Restore. So I'm talking to medical persons here, doctors, pharmacists that have in your sphere of influence, people who have these challenges. This is something to try. Then not only that, menopause. So I have somebody who she's in her 60s and she started having so many perimenopausal symptoms. She was cranky, she couldn't sleep, hot flashes, and she took the RIDA Restore. And within a few weeks, there was this change. There are people asking her in the market, you're looking so beautiful. You're looking so, the crankiness had gone. I mean, she even talked to me yesterday about her younger sister who had the same feelings and took the Restore, and she had resolution to her challenges. There have been, like was said, there have been so many babies. I know that because I'm a doctor in the company, I get a lot of people asking for advice, sharing, and you know, I was thinking about the different testimonials of people who had succeeded, and it comes to mind this couple who they had infertility, they had tried IVF, and the person who they were introduced to placed them on the RIDA range of products, Restore with some other of the products. And within a couple of months, this lady had, I mean, what was wrong with her was corrected. She got pregnant and she had delivered a live baby boy. I actually have the picture of the baby in my phone, but of course we're not permitted to share without the consent of the person. So there are just so many cases that have used, people that have used RIDA Restore and the other RIDA range and have gotten resolution. For me, the fact that oxidative stress is at play, it makes it make scientific sense, because sometimes you, as a professional, you don't just want to go into something and okay, it's like magic. No, it's not magic. It's scientific. It makes scientific sense. What is needed, and that's what we're going to do, is a lot more research to verify, to document, and to just to verify those testimonials. And I know that we're on the way to doing that. So thank you very much for listening. I really, really want to encourage you, if you're here, if you're a woman or you know a woman that's going through any of these challenges, let them try RIDA Restore along with the other products. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Fumi Aina, lead independent health consultant of Funchie Health Center Limited, for your testimonials on the efficacy of RIDA Restore. N'est-ce pas? D'accord. Merci beaucoup. On continue. We also have to join her to share her insights on the efficacy of this product. The consultant family medicine and pediatric nutrition, Dr. Susan Erakosima. Please put your hands together for her. You have heard, though. Don't come and say you want to see Dr. Suzanne. It's not Suzanne. Susan. It has to be a Z, not be Susan. When I don't hear the condition with which you can attend to them. I think there's free consultation today, right? Dr. Suzanne. It has to be Z, right? I know, but it's pronounced. Yeah, we are learning. We are here to learn. It's not just to learn about FFH. Yes. It's FFH. Don't say it's FFH. And you, I'm going to church. No church here. What do you say? Church. We are refined. When you come to RIDA, you come refined. Eh?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am most pleased to be here today after so many runaways and so many stand-ups for obvious job reasons. I couldn't be here. And first, I would like to say thank you to the MD and her husband. Also, thank you to my chief consultant gynecologist for being here. Thank you, FAM. Thank you, Dr. Aino. Thank you, all the personnel that took out time, even with this fuel scarcity, to travel. Some of us had to travel down all the way from Ikorodu, inside Ikorodu, to come down here. And I say God bless you all. So I will just take a cue, continuance from where Dr. Aino stopped. I'm a living testimonies of the RIDA range of products. So I want to give us a few from the RIDA Restore. And I had to, remind myself that, okay, you're going to be sharing testimonies, so take permissions. So I had to call some of the clients involved, some are family. Like, I they go announce testimony tomorrow. So in case you hear your name or you see your name for billboards, I don't take permission. And I got the express go ahead. So I would like to start with my mom. Before I got into the RIDA range of products 2 years ago, my mother suffered from menopausal symptoms. My mother started menopause at the age of 40. And so it borrowed me some brain. Babe, whatever you have to do, just make it quick. Because this family line and family bloodline, because my mother started menses at 12, her sisters at 12, and they all said menopause about 40, except one. So I said, so if I fall into this line, at 40, menopause will hit me. And so it was painful to watch my mom go through so much pain that as a doctor, all the medications I knew failed. Now I consulted my consultants, asked about medications. There was nothing that they knew or that she had taken that was just working. And it got so bad that if she took as little as paracetamol, she would swell as six times as I am. She will start swelling up. Hormonal imbalance. And that's because my mother went through a lot of stress while trying to raise us. She's a widow for 27 years now. So she went through stress all her youthful life. Now this accumulated stress didn't find a good time to hit her until she clocked menopause. And so the changes started. Hot flushes. Every time she's upset, she's angry. You call your mom on the phone, she's pissed off. She's irritable. There was nothing that was pleasant to her. Nothing. I meant nothing. And my mother calls me every day as her firstborn partner. So every day, the more my mom got upset, the more I got upset. Because she was throwing everything at me. And so this patient just walks into my consulting room. Hello, doctor. I was on a call with my mom. And so because she's a familiar patient, I just said, sit. She said, no, you're on a call. I said, don't worry, sit. And, it was one of all those times my mom was, giving me everything. And so she just said, Dr. Rex, sorry, I'm not dropping on your call. But I couldn't help but hear because I put it on speaker. I had, heard so much. So talking to my mom directly on my ear, was biting. So I just put